Hi, is it Asioma? Is that how you say your name? Hello? Miss Flowers, can you hear me? Hi, Asioma, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, how are you today?
Good evening.
I'm just fine. So I am going to wait just a couple of more minutes to see if the other two students who are enrolled in the course will log in. I'm going to start at probably about 3:37. I'm just going to give them a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, I don't see anyone else that's logged in. We only have 3 students since this is a consulting course that have enrolled this semester. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over everything with you. How does that sound?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So essentially, you know that this is a small business consulting course. So what you'll end up doing is being assigned to work with a company, and then you're going to provide them with guidance or a specific deliverable at their request that's related to a certain area. So I know that historically we've had people to help them with a social media marketing plan, with establishing a Facebook page. Some people, depending on the skill sets of the intern or the consultant student, then they've had a website delivered. They've had business plan assistance, varying tasks that have been requested of them by these companies, and that's what you would be doing in this course. Did you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, and obviously you're going to be doing that all virtually. And what I will do is I will work on identifying an entity for you to work with. What I
Okay.
often do is when I only have one student, is I often,
Mhm.
if I have one about 4 students, I often will assign them to work for the center so that you end up being the consultant for the Center for Entrepreneurship for that semester. And so the specific tasks that we need to have somebody manage, like our, making sure that we're having our regular Facebook posts and checking our links on our website to make sure that none of them are broken, to the outside links that we send people to for resources. Uh,
Okay.
those are the sorts of things that I have students work on. Even sometimes I help them work on a plan for uh, a website for small businesses that are in the VSU community area.
Mhm.
All those sorts of things are things that we'll have to manage. So do you think you'd be interested in doing something for the center?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, so then what I'll probably do is I'll assign you something and I'll give you the specific task that we'd like for you to do. There's still a syllabus for this course, and there's still some assignments that you have. So I'm going to open up that syllabus and show it to you so that you know
Okay.
what's expected of you. The main thing is the deliverable, but in addition to the deliverable, there are things that show that you're working on the deliverable. And so that's what essentially you'll have to complete. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. The file that I want to show you is opening now. Okay, so this is gonna, I've got to make this modification for it to say spring 2020. But essentially what you have is for this course, then you get practical hands-on experience with counseling and consulting for small business owners and organizations. Uh, and then each individual or team is going to study an issue of importance to a small business and provide them with a deliverable that may be multidisciplinary in nature. And then what you end up doing essentially, and let me go over this here, is you've got a few general assignments that you've got to do, which are easy A assignments that buffer your grade. Like you've got a course contract that you've got to sign and submit in Blackboard. And then you've got an online introduction assignment where you tell me and ultimately the other students who are enrolled in the course who you are and what your major is and why you're taking these entrepreneurship courses. And then you've got credit that you get for participation and attendance in initial course meetings, which this is one of them, and client meetings, which you'll have with me. And then for the consulting project components. So there are 4 main components of the consulting project. So you're going to really focus on whatever assignment I give you. I'll give you specific tasks or tasks, and then you're going to primarily focus on that. So I might have you update our Facebook page or post for us on Facebook for the semester. But what you still are going to want to do is this client needs assessment, which is what you'll do is you'll conduct an interview with the client where they'll tell you what it is that they need and why they need it and give you some direction on it. And then what you're
Okay.
going to do, yeah, is you're going to come up with a project proposal and a communication plan with the client. I have a form for all of these different things. And then you'll have a final project report, and then that's your deliverable. So you might have a little report that says, oh, I posted 10 Facebook posts on these dates that had this content, and that could be your deliverable if that's what you'll be working on. And then at the end, what you'll do is you'll solicit a client satisfaction letter that will be provided to you that assesses your work performance for the organization. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And this just kind of goes over in more detail what should be in the project proposal. It's pretty straightforward, but uh, anyway, the information is there for you. It looks like there's one student coming in now. And then this just gives you all the dates when those assignments are going to be due, and then gives you more details on what's expected of you. And then you've got your weekly schedule of assignments for the semester. Not a lot that you have here. It's a much more abbreviated weekly schedule of assignments than you'll see for most of my other courses, because you don't have a need to meet every single week on this. You're going to mostly spend your time meeting with whomever is giving you the assignment that you're going to be working with. So, but it does tell you that week one, then you've got your class contract and your online introduction assignment that's due. Week two, then you go over what small business consulting is and how you do it. And there's some readings and resources that are available on the Blackboard course shelf for our course for you. If you look over here, I don't know why that opened. But you see where it says resources for students on small business consulting, then you found that information there. And then it takes you all the way to really just to the second week of September, where you got the initial client email that you send out that second week or that first week of September, and the fact-finding interview that you work on submitting the results for by Sunday, September 8th. Then you've got that signed project proposal that's due that next Sunday. And then after that, you don't have anything else that's due until October, which is when you submit the draft of your final project report. And then November, which is when you submit your actual final project and client satisfaction letter or email. So just so you'll know, then I've got forms and templates for all of those assignments that you have. So you got that fact-finding interview, then you have it right here. So you don't have to think about what you need to do. It goes over every question you need to ask or have your client fill out. Then you've got this project proposal template, and it goes over what you need to include in that. And then the final report for your internship, that template is there. And then this client satisfaction form that you can forward to the entity with which you are working. So,
Okay.
do you have any questions for me?
So we just have to wait until you assign us something.
Yeah,
A
but you have
person.
to wait until you assign me, until I assign you something for you to work on the project part. But for this week, the course contract and the online discussion board, you're able to do those now.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
Alright.
sorry. I just got in here.
Okay.
But I definitely just heard you like we're able to do the discussion this week, correct?
Yeah, you need to go ahead and just do the discussion this week. That kind of gives me an idea of your skill sets, your interest levels, so that I can try to pair you with an entity that may need your help. Since I only have 2 of you guys right now, I think in the course there are 4 students enrolled actually. But for the 2 of you who are here, I may go ahead and just assign you to the Center for Entrepreneurship, and then I'll just give you guys different roles that you'll be doing a consulting project for. So I just spoke with the first young lady. How do you pronounce your name so I can say it correctly?
It's
Yes,
Camry.
it's Isioma.
Okay, I know Camry. What was your name again? The other
Yep, it's Isioma.
You say Etioma?
Isioma. Like the I is
Isioma.
an E sound.
Okay, so Isioma. And so what I'll probably have Isioma do is to work on Facebook posts for the Center for Entrepreneurship for the fall 2020 semester. And then what I'll do is I'll likely give you, Camry, another role that's for the center, unless I just have another business that begs me for assistance. Right now, a lot of the small businesses have been in upheaval, to be honest with you. They usually are begging us for someone to help them with different things, but you guys can't go there in person right now, and they're really trying to figure out, a lot of them, how they're going to sustain themselves. So I don't have any of them clamoring right now for assistance. And so for that reason, I'll probably assign you to the Center for Entrepreneurship. Okay. Cameron?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And so what I'll do is I'll determine what you will do. There's so many different things that the center always needs. And because I don't have a full-time staff member right now, but I'll have you work on that, and I'll come up with the assignment that I want you to work on. It'll be a pretty straightforward concept of what I want you to do, and then plus what you're going to do is a fact-finding interview with me. And when you open up that fact-finding interview questionnaire, then you'll be asking me for details on what you'd like me to do for it, or what I'd like you to do for me.
Okay, that's perfect.
Okay, well, that's pretty much it. I'm going to make, between now and tomorrow, I'll be updating your site and make sure that everything has got the right dates and everything for you. And then I'll send you guys out an announcement that lets you know when everything is updated and there for you. And you remember, for this week, you can go ahead and submit the online introduction assignment and the course contract. Those are 2 easy A's. So make sure you go ahead and submit those both. And then you'll be done with your work for this first week.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, guys. Okay. Do you have any
Thank
questions for me? Any other questions?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. So we're still going to meet on Thursday. And then on Thursday, then I'll go over each one of the different forms that you've got to fill out, and we'll just reiterate the things that I talked about in our own course site again, and then I'll let you guys go on your own.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, you
Thank
guys have a good evening, okay?
You too.
you too.
Bye-bye now.